Well, hello there, friends. We are talking more playoff football here. The NFL road to the Super Bowl is heading through Arrowhead as the Buffalo Bills are heading to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Now, this has some history behind it, recent history, but it's still history. Look, during the 2020 season, the Chiefs and the Bills, they met twice. Once in the regular season, the Chiefs won 26-17. And then the Chiefs won again in the playoffs, 38-24. I still remember Stephon Diggs standing there looking at all the confetti, the orange, the red, coming down and taking it all in. Now, fast forward, October 10th, 2021, a game in which the Bills went down to Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs fairly easily, 38-20. Look, we know the Bills are a good team. We know the Chiefs are a good team. But here's the thing. We know that the Bills can go into Kansas City and win a game. Last season, the Chiefs took both meetings. This year, will the Bills look to return that favor? It's very plausible. Let's take a deeper look into it. Now, back on that game, on October 10th, 2021, in that head-to-head contest, Josh Allen, 15 of 26 for 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. Big plays all over the field. While his counterpart, Patrick Mahomes, was struggling. And I use that term very loosely. 33 of 54, 272 yards with a pair of interceptions to go along with a pair of touchdowns. Now, on the ground, both quarterbacks led their teams respectively in rushing. Allen recorded 1 touchdown on 59 yards, while he outperformed both Zach Moss, who had 11 carries for 37, Devin Singletary, 6 for 25. For the Chiefs, Mahomes leading that ground attack. That's probably more surprising than anything. He had 61 yards on 8 carries, while Darrell 1L Williams only saw 5 carries for 27 yards. When teams combine for 587 passing yards, there are certainly going to be some pass catchers that did some pretty impressive things. And for the Bills, Emmanuel Sanders, 2 touchdowns, 54 yards in that contest. Dawson Knox, he went like Randy Moss, Thanksgiving style, tight end version. 3 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Other Bills, such as Stephon Diggs, finished with 2 catches, 69 yards. Zach Moss did have some receiving input there, 3 catches for 55. The Bills' splash plays were the difference in this contest. Now, for the Chiefs, Mecole Hardman led the way with 9 catches for 76 yards, while speedy receiver Tyreek Hill chipped in with 7 for 63, while Travis Kelce had 57 yards on 6 catches, but he did score a touchdown. Now, let's be honest. Both these teams right now, the Bills and the Chiefs, they are coming off bye weeks. Okay, technically the Bills play the New England Patriots, but that was like a 47-17 contest. And the Chiefs technically played Pittsburgh last week, but that was 42-21. And that's probably being a little bit generous because I don't think it was even that close. I know what the scoreboard actually says, but was it really a 42-21 game? Probably not. This all happened during super wild card weekend. And the only thing super about it was the offense that we got to see from both Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Now, for the Bills, it's unlikely that they repeat 7 touchdowns in 7 drives like they put up against the Patriots last week, against the Chiefs this week. Probably not going to happen, but they are an improved team from what we saw against the Chiefs earlier in the season. Yes, they've actually improved how they do business because they are establishing the run and they've had a little bit of consistency in doing so on the back half of the season, which I think makes them a very dangerous team compared to what they were looking like much earlier. Now, Josh Allen, 308 yards, 5 touchdowns against the Patriots last week, and he was using every single weapon at his disposal, spreading the ball around to 9 different receivers. Kansas City, they've been playing good all season on the back end. That defense has been clicking. They've got a little bit of depth there. Tyrann Mathieu, Fenton, Snead, Jadavius Ward. This is about as deep as a secondary can get. Just keep Daniel Sorensen away from Dawson Knox, please, or else it's not going to end good. We know how this plays out. Just keep Sorensen out of coverage altogether. Now, Allen will need to protect the ball. 15 interceptions this season. Okay. He faces a Chiefs defense this week who has been on fire. They've been gangbuster as far as takeaways are concerned, with 18 over the last 8 games. Yeah, you better protect that ball, Buffalo, because Kansas City's coming for it. Now, Singletary, he has been leveling up to bell cow status. producing 80 or more rushing yards in 4 of the last 6 games, averaging 4.4 yards per carry. Maybe the biggest indication of Singletary being that dude is the 7 touchdowns over the last 5 games. Look, historically speaking, Josh Allen has been that goal line back, calling his number more often than not. But listen, look, Singletary has been getting those touches. He's been out touching Josh Allen in those red zone areas 16-3. Now, during the wild card game, more proof that Singletary's the dude. 86% of the snaps went to him. I think it's safe to say the Devin and Singletary era may be being ushered in Buffalo right now. Now, as far as the wide receivers go, look, Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, Gabriel Davis, Isaiah McKenzie here. So many weapons in that passing game. And that doesn't even include the fact that Devin Singletary basically ran 25 routes last week. So you know that they're going to be able to spread this ball around. So it's going to be very key for the Chiefs to find a way to stop that with their depth. Now, Dawson Knox, I made that joke about Daniel Sorensen earlier on, about the Chiefs may want to contain Dawson Knox. They may use Tyrann Mathieu instead. Now, in the last meeting, look, we know he was making big plays all over the field. When I say him, I mean Dawson Knox. Now, he's also coming off a game last week where he had 5 passes and 2 of them went for touchdowns at 89 yards against the Patriots. So he's coming into this one, bit of a hot streak, and you know Josh Allen's going to be looking for him. Please, Chiefs, do not put Daniel Sorensen. Actually, you know what? I'm rooting for the Bills here. You know, go ahead and put Daniel Sorensen on him. No, okay, I'll keep my bias out of this. Now, for the Chiefs, 3 of their 5 losses came by way of AFC teams that have made the playoffs. The Titans, the Bills, and the Bengals. The 2 other losses on their record, the other blemishes, playoff caliber teams in the Ravens and the Chargers. They've been taking care of business. Losing to good teams, I get it. I can't fault them there. Now, Mahomes last week, 404 passing yards, 5 touchdowns against the Steelers. But look, Tyron Johnson, Dane Jackson, Levi Wallace, they have been getting the job done even without Tre'Davious White, who's been out for an extended period of time with that ACL injury. Look, the Bills have allowed 54.5% completion rate, 6.0 yards per attempt, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, all since week number 13. Now let's look at, so we know the Bills defense at secondary, they're clicking, they're playing well. What about Mahomes, you say? Well, Mahomes over the last 6 games has 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he's playing much better than he was the last time that they met the Bills. Now, he's also completed 72% of his passes while averaging 310 yards per game. Jet McKinnon, Darrell Williams, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't know who the running back is going to be. Heck, maybe Patrick Mahomes leads his team in rushing again. But Jet McKinnon last week, 6 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Now, I have to be honest. I got kind of taken back by that. I did not expect a Jet McKinnon week last week. But here we are. This is the playoffs. This is the NFL today. Now, I promise you the Bills were paying attention. Definitely a lot more attention than what the Steelers were paying attention to when it came to Jet McKinnon. They've been doing a pretty good job all season against pass catching backs, ranking 1st in receptions yielded and 5th in yards allowed to opposing backs in the passing game. Now, let's talk about that passing game for the Chiefs. We've got ourselves a little Tyreek Hill. We got Travis Kelce. We know them. Brian Pringle's been looking very good. Now, looking at the matchups, inside the matchups, Kelce is where this one starts. Last week, great game. 5 catches, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. But this Bills defense is top 6 in receptions, yards, and touchdowns allowed to the tight end position. Let's give Matt Milano a little bit of love out there. Plus, he's had a little bit of help. There's a couple good safeties back there in Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. So there's going to be plenty of attention being placed on one, Travis Kelce. Now, you'd think that means Tyreek Hill's in for a big game, but he has not been 100% for quite some time now. He looks banged up. He looks slow. Injuries have slowed him down this season. And whatever is ailing him is really affecting that Mahomes to Hill hookup. 60 yards or fewer in 4 straight games. The targets aren't even there as of late. 5 or less in 3 of the last 4 games. We know Hill is a big play, ready to pop at any time. But in the last 4 games, he only has 1 catch of over 20 yards. Only 1 splash play. And we know this game's going to have plenty of splash plays. So who's going to step up? Who's going to get it? We don't know yet. I don't think it's going to be Tyreek Hill. I really don't. I think that heel or whatever he's dealing with is really bothering him. Now, Kelce, we know he needs to be the man this week, but I really can't wait to see how Matt Milano stacks up with him. So, you know what? Let's go. Brian Pringle, Robinson, Hardman. These are the guys that the Chiefs need. And I think Brian Pringle is going to have a very good game. Now, the key to this whole thing breaks down is this. Can Chris Jones affect this game in the middle? We know a quarterback's worst enemy is pressure in the middle. Now, this Bills line has held true all season long, but Jones is one of those guys that can absolutely disrupt a game and a quarterback's confidence with that interior pressure, as evident by those 9 sacks that he's accumulated this season. On the flip side, going back to last year's Super Bowl, the Buccaneers were able to get after Mahomes. While the Bills rank 11th in sacks this season with 43, their pressure rate is tops in the National Football League. That does not spell good production for Patrick Mahomes. This could be another Patrick Mahomes Super Bowl-esque type game. Now, who can run the ball? That's going to be key. We know Allen and Mahomes, they led the team in rushing. I mentioned that multiple times. Now, the difference in this game, I think, is Devin Singletary and how well he has been playing as of late. Give me the Bills winning this one, 34-31. Hey, you don't agree with me? Let me know what you think. Drop those comments in here right now. I mean, this is going to be a fantastic game. I don't even know if 65 points is enough to do justice for what this is truly going to end up being. Now, we know we're excited for this, so let's get ready. Get that popcorn going and head over to fantasypoints.com and get that subscription today. 30% off. What are you waiting for? Go get it now. I'll wait. See you next.